I believe that Pam Bondi is going to jail. Yeah, I do. She could go to jail. Let me explain why I believe that Pam Bondi is going to jail. Pam Bondi is going to jail because let me give you an example. There's 14 states, Democratic states, including my state here, Chicago, Illinois. Big up to Raul and Pritzker, our AG and our governor. They're suing the Trump administration to get Elon removed from power. Period. All right. And Pam Bondi and the DOJ signed an affidavit under perjury that Elon is not the head of Doge. Yet 2 weeks later, Donald Trump's in front of the State of the Union saying what? He's head of Doge. The problem is they're saying one thing but doing another, and they're falling in contempt. And Pam Bondi thinks she's above the judicial branch and the law. One, she could lose a law license. Two, she may have to resign. If she's smart, she'll resign and get out of that. But three, if she keeps pressing it and she keeps going with this arrogance of the whole administration, that woman could be going to jail. And she wouldn't be the first attorney to go to jail, would she? In the first term, there were attorneys who went to jail. She could be going to jail. There's a good chance. I hope that she listens to reasonable counsel that can talk to her and tell her, listen, get out of here. U.S. attorneys general, you don't want to deal with this. But I think it's one of those cases, she's in too deep, you know? It's like a high-level drug dealer or something where you're too deep to pull out the game. But if she can find it out, if I was her, I'd get out. Some people are so close to it, they can't see the bigger picture from away. But the problem is that she's in a losing position. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to wrap it up like this. And please subscribe to my channel if you think what I'm saying is of worth. Here's the thing. She and the DOJ, check this out, never been done before. She and the DOJ fell into contempt of court with Judge Boasberg over the Deportation Alien Enemies Act. He said, listen, ain't no enemies. Stop using the Alien Enemies Act to deport people, and they did it anyway a couple of weekends ago. And then he said, I want a hearing on this. So what did the DOJ do on behalf of Pam Bondi? They tried to change judges. Not a good move. But it gets worse. Donald Trump says he wants articles of impeachment. So now you've just pissed off the judicial branch. Even Justice Roberts, a Trump appointee, has come out and said, has rebuked Trump over this. Now, that's not Pam Bondi's fault, but she's in the middle of a storm. She's in the middle of it. Here's the other thing you got to look at. She decided to take on America's law firms. Whoa, you're going to attack 200 law firms. 200 law firms to see who is suing the Trump administration and how you can do sanctions against them. How's that going to make you look in the legal world? Now, you can time it with an egg timer. Pam Bondi's going to jail. If she just pursues this more, Pam Bondi's going to jail. But she may resign or have an out. That would be the smart move anyways. Hey, subscribe to my channel for more. I keep it real. I talk about the stuff people don't. And I give you the scorecard. So far, that's another thing. Pam Bondi is the 39 and 40. 30. So out of 40 cases, they've lost 39 of them. Not a good record. Not a good record.